they're not going to go online and share their whole life because they're really just doing it for money. Mm-hmm. They've been conditioned to believe if they show up and give their time, they need monetary compensation. Mm-hmm. I didn't need that. In prison, there's nothing. You're not buying cars. You don't have bills. Like if you sell shit, it's just to have extra food under your bed and some green dot numbers so you can have a phone to talk to people. It's very simple. But how a man validates himself in prison is through his conduct, his character, his work ethic, his program. What time he wakes up, if he uses drugs or not, how solid his word is, and the man he shows up as daily. That's the only way he validates himself. So coming out back to that standard, I only validated myself with that, and I never changed it. And that brought the money, because that was the solution needed in a world full of people chasing money and living conditionally, transactionally. We needed relationships. We needed connection. We needed the true currency of the universe to reign supreme, which is energy exchange. I give people energy. I give people everything of me so they can go do. Other people give people bad energy and it drains them. And the whole thing is how can we be the most congruent individual for others? We just have to have walked that path. Mm-hmm. So many people trying to appear that they've walked a certain path is the problem, because they're doing it to have their condition met, not to meet other people's current set of circumstances and solve their condition. Yeah. I even like want to give all my money away. Yeah. I want to like sell all my cars, give all my money away, give all my shit to my girl and her daughters, and just quit trying to get money. Yeah. Like I just don't even care. It's pissing me off so much because I feel like the message is being lost. And this is like the first time I've said it online. I live in a house that's $95,000 a month. I have another house in San Diego that's it's $65,000 plus expenses, another 20. I mean, I fly private. I have a bunch of exotic cars. I have all this stuff. That was part of me learning what the fuck was needed. Like, am I gonna get rid of it all? No, because I have no attachment to it. I don't even care anymore. That just makes me lethal, because now I'm only attached to the work. I'm only attached to this podcast. I'm only attached to the outcome I can get in people. I go on calls with my clients. I say, thank you. I'm like, I wasn't having that good of a day. They're like, why? I'm like, because I'm feeling like I've guided people in an incorrect way. And they're like, why? I'm like, well, I showed too much stuff and I wasn't telling them to just stay a better individual. And so now my life's course corrected. I believe in conscience congruency. I tell them, your conscience is the authentic voice of God. Like, that's it. And I was broken up with my girl for like 4 months and I was getting lost. And then my conscience just told me, do whatever you can to take care of them. Like, expect no return and just give to them. So I just told her one day, I said, I'm gonna take care of you guys the rest of your life. And we weren't together. So I was getting nothing. And she lived in another state. And my conscience just told me, take care of those girls. Just take care of them. Just whatever it is. The rest of your life. That's all you have to do. Do that and you'll be fine. And so that's my only goal, is that. But in turn, by showing that story, by being that man, I know I'll be able to have everyone shine the light back on what matters, which is the relationships we have in our lives. Because there's so many negative people out there that really are not ready for good connection like this. They still have to go mess up. They have to have life kick them in the teeth a few fucking times. They have to go lose like I did in prison. They have to get humbled by life. And I don't even like the word humble, so I was avoiding trying to use it, but yeah, that's how people will understand it. To where then they can come back around, not be relational, or not be transactional and be more relational. Like, I want everyone to get more in tune with the relationships they have instead of the transactions that need to take place. Like, when I came in here, I just directly told the people who are doing a great job at what they do that they're doing a great job. And guess what? I'm not that guy. If you're doing a bad job, because 40 minutes before, the construction workers next to me were dusting the shit out of my car and they don't give a fuck. And I went over and told them that they're doing a horrible job in my own fucking words. So the whole point is going to tell people what they are. And I'm not going to give a fuck. And I'm going to guide them correctly, regardless if it causes me conflict or not. Because conflict avoided is conflict multiplied. So my whole fucking thing right now is to just put a spotlight on myself and know that I've took a stand and I'm walking a path and people are watching this story unfold, whether good or bad or whatever happens. The only thing that has to happen is what I've been saying the whole time is I have to uphold my character. So upholding my character to me is never drinking or doing drugs again. Upholding my character to me is living with the daily habits of a man that I'm proud of and that I admire. And not breaking character to me is every word that I've said to the world that I just continue to apply. One of my favorite quotes in prison that I read was, the greatest thing about suffering is it's a for sure sign you're still alive. So I was in the SHU, I was in isolation when I read this, and I'm like, oh, I'm still alive. So a lot of people, they're just entitled. They don't realize there's a lot of pain in the world and the pain is needed. I actually am still always experiencing a lot of pain in my life because the pain was a prerequisite to me finding my purpose. So I need people to step into the pain they have in their life so they can find their purpose. I'm someone who helps people find their life's purpose. That's what I do. So I need to hit the pain points. I need to be the one who's willing to stand in front. And like I said many times lately, it's one of my favorite phrases that just came to me. And it's, you don't start living your life and your purpose till you start standing in front of other people who are destroying theirs. So you won't start living your life till you stand in front of individuals who are destroying theirs. And nobody wants to stand in front of anyone because they don't want the smoke. They don't want that heat. They want to just have their family, their life, and their shit. I really believe you're not even supposed to serve your family. I really believe you're supposed to report above and everything below will be taken care of. But all too often we'll be selfish and say, no, but my people need me to do this. No. You need to listen to your conscience. You need to listen to that voice, that authentic voice of creation, the source knowledge, the wisdom that we're downloading from above that we all tap into. You need to follow that with faith and realize your family will be taken care of. You cannot favor anybody except by reporting above. And I've been actually saying God more recently. I don't know when it happened. I don't know. I don't go to church. I don't favor Jesus or any other different religion. I don't care how people view me. I used to say universe a lot, and now I've just been saying God more. It just happened. I don't fucking know. And the thing is that's what I love to be. I like to just exist, show a result, and say, just try this. And when they try it, they get the same result. They're like, oh my God, that worked.